Well, well. Come in. Come here and let me look at you. Where on earth do you come from, and how do you happen to be alive?
I beg your Majesty's pardon, but perhaps you will not be able to understand me. You see, I come from a strange country, and therefore am a foreigner.
Ah, to be sure. I myself speak the language of the Emerald City. But you, I suppose, speak the language of the Pumpkinhead?
Exactly. So I guess you will not be able to understand me.
That is unfortunate. I shall call for an interpreter.
What is an interpreter?
Well, that's somebody who understands both my language and yours. Now, when I say something, the interpreter will tell you what I mean, and vice versa.
Oh, how wonderfully clever. I am sure it is because of such great wisdom that people made you their king.
While we're waiting, do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Your Majesty forgets that I cannot understand you. We had best wait for your interpreter.
Yes, that's right. You seem to be, rather hastily made.
Then there's not much difference between us, is there, Your Majesty?
Did Your Majesty call for an interpreter?
Yes, my dear. Do you understand this man's language?
Would you say something, sir?
You are a very beautiful girl.
Thank you, sir. Yes, Your Majesty, I understand him perfectly, and besides, he's a very nice gentleman.
Ah, that is excellent. Now, would you please ask him, what brought him here to the Emerald City?
His Majesty would like to know, what brings you to the Emerald City?
For some reason, I seem to know he would ask that question. I started out with a boy named Tip, and we were coming here to ask His Majesty's protection against Tip's wicked stepmother.
What does he say? What does he say?
He says, Your Majesty, that for the life of him, he can't understand why the people of Emerald City chose such a funny-looking scarecrow as king.
Now, that wasn't such a nice thing to say. I thought you said he was a gentleman. I didn't expect him to insult me.
I didn't insult you.
Now, wait until she translates. What do you think we have an interpreter for?
All right, I'll wait. But please, young lady, say exactly what I say.
Of course, sir. And His Majesty said before he also thought you were very funny-looking.
I heard what he said, and that wasn't what he said. And it wasn't what I said either. It seems to me we understand each other perfectly. It's only your meddling that's causing the trouble.
What are you laughing at, dear?
You too, Your Majesty. The language of the Gillikins and the Munchkins are both the same. You should know that. You both understand each other perfectly.
Then we don't need an interpreter.
Of course not.
That was stupid of me.
It was my fault, Your Majesty. I brought it up in the first place.
You may go now, my dear. We don't need you. My friend and I understand each other quite well. Let us be good friends, Pumpkinhead. I can see that you and I are made somewhat the same. If we stick together, we can help each other.